Hello, Pisces. Okay, so let's look at this. We will look at column 1 first, which is the relevant past. Now, I used to say recent past, but it doesn't necessarily have to be recent. It's just something that's relevant to the subject matter in the reading. So you have the Four of Cups. And on this side of the Four of Cups, unlike this side, where this person is just concentrating and fixated on cups that have spilled, it is assumed on this side that they have gotten in another ship and that they have sailed off and left the cups to their own device. And here we have very Piscean energy with the Hanged Man. And as we go along this reading, we will put this story together. I don't want to speak on this just yet, but it looks like either you or someone else withdrew from a situation, causing you either way to slip into a mode of self-reflection. Perhaps you were trying to look at the situation and figure out the reality of it, the history of it. It could be that something had very deep roots. It could be that something you were unaware of and might still be unaware of, honestly, that you're looking for answers to, and maybe that is why you're in such self-reflection. In the present energy, you have sort of, it's a devastation that you put so much work into something and it didn't really bear the fruit that you wanted it to. You certainly cultivated it and did all the right things, and maybe that's why you're searching for answers. And here we have someone definitely looking out, trying to figure out things. You know, he obviously knows a lot. He has a lot of knowledge right there, but it's not solid. It does look like either you or someone else walked away from a battle, from somebody won, supposedly anyway, and somebody walked away. In the future, the future looks great. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You're enjoying the fruits of a labor. Definitely closing out a cycle and enjoying the benefits of that cycle. There is a sort of truth in your future. So whatever it is you were looking for and trying to figure out, you will find out. The universe will bring it to you. And you might get another chance to be with someone once again. Whether that's good or bad, we'll find that out. But let's look at just this part of the reading now. In the center of the reading, we do have somebody that has some answers, and although that's valuable, it's not as concrete as they would like it to be. This is coming off of a lot of self-reflection and quiet internal struggles. Something is then pierced with the sword of truth. You have somebody who got on a ship and left. Somebody who is trying to figure out what went wrong. And someone who is reaping the benefits. Now, being that this is your future, it looks like you do reap benefits. I just don't know if it's with the same situation. Because over here, you have someone that really is trying to look at the history of the situation and figure out why this happened. Or someone trying to figure out why something happened, and so they walk away. It looks like you do get another chance with this situation or person. And I'm very tempted to clarify some of this, but I'm going to look at this is warnings. And in your warning column, you have the need to face something. This is strength, but if you look at this is the classic strength. But on this side, you need strength to see something. Perhaps a repeating pattern here. Perhaps facing your own demons or someone else. This could be an adversary. It could be someone that turned into something that you don't recognize anymore. You do have a withdrawal of love. And that is a warning. And it's also very odd that you have the warning of the Ten of Cups. And it's right next to this return. So, I'm going to say that whether it was you or this person that walked away from this fight, they will return. Or you will return to them. But the warning is to not go back to this pattern. Even though it looks good. It looks like the Ten of Cups. There's rainbows. There's love. There's embracing. It's a warning that it's not what it seems to be. Somebody does withdraw their love once more. Someone may not be what you think they are. At least at this moment, or in the moment that you may decide to give them another chance. Now, in your, this is the column. Sometimes I'll call it blessings. Sometimes I will call it positive energy that's available to you. But it's a choice. It's not like something that's just going to happen haphazardly. It's actually a choice you have to make, but it's available. What's available to you is to pick yourself. If you're going to fight for you. Okay? Defend yourself. And, obviously I'm not telling you to go and physically hurt anyone. But it's a defense thing. You need to defend yourself. And this might come, this is more Wands energy, so it might be very sudden. Where you have to make the choice to fight, to somehow fight for yourself. Fight for your own side in this. And look, you have the Ten of Swords. But what's interesting about this is, like, this is the classic Ten of Swords, right? Someone lying on the ground, 10 swords through their chest and their body. But on this side, you'll see that the swords pierced the armor, not the man. So, in the energy that's available to you, and I'm seeing this right next to this warning, it's to, the warning would be, if you do try this again, keep your head about you, keep your heart safe. So this way, if this person turns on you again, if they happen to hurt you again, or at least try to, it won't really be you that they're stabbing. It'll be your armor. So you need to be more like Cancer the crab with the exoskeleton rather than Pisces the fish. You need to really protect your heart in this situation, because the warnings are just all over the place. And at the bottom of the deck you have the World, and it's like, this would be the traditional world. This is you not closing out a cycle, and this could be the overall vibe. It could be something you may not see, you may not look at it. You have the Page of Cups, but the Page of Cups in this depiction is someone who is offering something, and it's not what it seems. Like on this side, it would be, you know, young love, or something that, like the beginning of it, something, but it is something real and something light. But on this side it's a little dark. He's cloaked, you can't see his face, and behind him that there's this sea turtle, and you don't know who this is. So apparently there's more than one indication that you may not know this person's intentions the way you think. You have, I'll just do one or two more. So you have the classic Judgment here. I'm sorry, the classic Lovers, right? But on this side it's a little different. Yes, they're still lovers, but it's a little darker, and it could be a karmic tie, okay? Or the lovers might be a choice that you need to make. And this reading is filled with choices, and the last card I'll look at is the Fool, and the Fool is the last card. So for you to get on this brand new path, this energy of new, you have to make a choice to see this. And there are times that a pattern repeats in our life because we refuse to see something, and it's really not for anyone to say when you learn your lesson. That's really a personal thing. Some people learn right away, and then some people have to repeat a pattern until they get tired of being tired, and then they're like, you know what, I'm done. And it's not anybody's path but yours. So it's not anyone's choice but yours, and it's not anyone's lesson but yours. So I'm going to look at your oracle cards here. Let me see. You have you have Thief, right? Somebody that is, it's a thief is someone who steals, and it doesn't have to be a material thing. It could be your affection. It could be something that they don't plan on giving back, right? And here we have Guide, right? So it represents the nature of the divine, and these are two aspects of two different people. Perhaps you were the guide. Perhaps the divine is trying to guide you. But either way, you're being led away from this situation, and you are divinely protected, because that's another thing this Ten of Swords card tells us, is that we're divinely protected, and it's only our armor that feels those swords. Here we have forest. You have to see the forest for the trees. You have to see who you're up against and see them clearly. You have ear. You need to listen, and you need to listen to everything you've heard so far, and open your eyes to everything you've seen so far. See the forest for the trees. July. Now I don't know whether someone was born in July, or whether something happened, maybe the beginning of something happened in July. But July seems to be prevalent. And we have egg. So you have, with the Fool card, that is your egg. You're going to be, if you choose that path, you have something new waiting for you. I am going to do some charms for this reading, and then right after we do the charms, I'm going to clarify with these oracle cards. So let's see. For Pisces, okay. All right. So let's see for Pisces what we have here. We have, let's start at the bottom. For home and family, we have the sign of Aries. You might have an Aries that means something to you. Something might have occurred during Aries season, which is March, April. Or you or the person in this reading could have Aries highly aspected in your chart. I am a Pisces stellium, for instance. I'm an Aquarian, but I have a lot of Pisces placements. So if this were my reading, I would look at it that way. You have, on the border between home and family and spirit, you have the sun. It was right on the border. And between yourself and home and family, there is some sort of balance. And you even have the sign of Gemini on the border here. And that is a duality, a balance, two things. And look at this. Actually, you have the sun twice. That's a major symbol and omen for good things. So along with Archangel Michael, you are protected. I mean, I should say that you might have Gemini in your chart as well, or you might be dealing with a Gemini, but coupled, sandwiched between these two, the number 2 is significant here. Sandwiched between these two suns, I would say it's positively aspected. And here, what is under here? You have 2 different St. Michael medals. And I don't think I've ever seen that come out together like that. So you are so protected, it's not even funny. And right in the middle here, you also have the protection against the evil eye. I don't know if you have people that have passed on that you are extremely close with. If you don't, you are protected by something or someone or a series of someones. The spirit world absolutely loves you. So in love and partnerships, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the World. So you are, and you have the butterfly, okay? So you absolutely, with the butterfly and the Wheel of Fortune in the World, have the ability to put yourself on this path of the Fool. You will have the egg. It is a transformation type process. Okay, you might have been involved with an Aquarian. You know, the alien symbol, I look at it, depending on where it lands, I do look at it as an Aquarian sign. Sometimes it can mean something's alien to you, right? But next to the infinity symbol, okay, I would say that this might have something to do with a repeating pattern with an Aquarian, or again, someone with Aquarius highly aspected in their chart. Okay, you have in social life / others. Okay, just means people other than you that are in your life. You have the sign of Leo, and Leo and the Sun card are very, very connected. you have hope, the number 5, and you have the gold leaf. So you could have a Leo in your life who is important to you because it's next to the hope symbol. So you have Leo in your life. You have the number 5, which could be the month of May. It could be the repeating number 5 if you're into angel numbers. It could be a day of the month. The number 5 factors into this somehow. And you do have the paw print, which I usually look at it like it's an animal in our life that we absolutely love, or an animal that perhaps has passed away that was really important to us. In career and business, you might have experienced some loss. You have 2 teeth here, and we are going to clarify all of this, so you don't have to. And by the way, this gold leaf in your social life is also a very good sign. You have in your social life / others a very fertile ground for improvement, or you might be very happy with it the way it is. So career and business, you have Virgo in between wealth and finance and career and business. We just came out of Virgo season. Something could have happened. There is the number 1 right here. So it is it could be one person that has helped you in your career and business. It could be just put this on a shelf right now until we clarify everything. You have a lot of congestion in your well-being and your finances, a lot. But before we get to that, I want to show you that in the center of your reading, you do have the sign of Scorpio with a wish. So Scorpio is in the center of your reading, right next to the wish. This might be someone who's coming into your life. We are entering Scorpio season, so that might be something that it's very close. It's in the center. Perhaps you have Scorpio in your chart in somewhere very, very close, or someone else does. But right next to that, you have the sign of Cancer. So Scorpio Cancer in their chart, try to look at the people around you. You have, in between well-being and finances, you have a male figure that is protective. It could be a relative, it could be someone who has passed on, it is a protective male energy, okay? This is someone who you can rely on for money. It's very possible that it's money related, or maybe someone has or will leave you some money. You have the lucky charm and the rainbow, which are both really good symbols. You have the sign of Sagittarius, which we are entering Sagittarius season. So if you're looking for perhaps a new job, it looks like you have some luck with that. A new job that might be tempting. So Libra, we're in Libra season now, going into Sagittarius season, and you also have Pisces. Okay, so Libra Sagittarius season, along with Scorpio, it is a cluster. You have Libra, you have Scorpio, and you have Sagittarius consecutively. So there is something that might go on. Right next to Sagittarius, though, you do have the evil eye. So it might be something that you should keep your eyes open with. Now, I'm not going to really know too much until I clarify all this stuff, but you did come out in your own reading as the Pisces. Let's see. Let's start with home and family. Got 2 cards for home and family. Rebirth and stability. So if you are experiencing any type of instability, you will achieve some stability at home very soon. You have a rebirth, and the rebirth is going to happen this winter. Whoop. I'm sorry about that. That fell on the floor. You have self. You might have to forgive somebody in this situation. You might be waiting for an apology. I'm going to actually clarify that. Clarify apology for Pisces, please. Clarify apology for Pisces. Clarify apology for Pisces, please. Clarify apology for Pisces. You might be getting an apology from somebody, actually. It says communication, Mercury, messages. So you might be getting an apology from somebody, and it might have something to do with this situation that we just watched. The advice from Spirit to Pisces is to distance yourself from that situation. Now show me love and partnerships. Show me love and partnerships. Yeah, so you have disharmony, conflicts, and it, like I said, it might have something to do with an Aquarian. There is that infinity symbol, which is a karmic thing or repeating pattern. Others. Transformation. So you might be, I could tell you, let me pull one more card. Transformation. Show me transformation. You might be transforming your social life to a more light place. I'm not saying it's not lightened now, but perhaps because of some of the stuff you've been through, you might try to lighten it by being around your friends and transforming some of that energy, that hanged man energy. Career and business. Show me these teeth in career and business. Show me these teeth. Show me these teeth in career and business for Pisces. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine and teeth. It could be saying that you need to step into, where is that card? I wish I could access the cards right now. Yeah, well, here's one. You might need to step into this energy of facing certain energies with teeth. Maybe you need more teeth. You need to be more aggressive in certain aspects of your career. Maybe you are too passive. Many people believe that being divine feminine is passive energy and divine masculine would be, aggressive energy. But there is a universe where the divine feminine has teeth. So you can be both, finances and wealth. Finances and wealth. Finances and wealth. Finances and wealth. Okay, it is warning you about contracts and career commitments. And with some of this other energy, it might be tempting. It might be tempting to do something, to sign a contract, this could be a loan, it could be being indebted to someone through an action or a favor that they do for you. I'm going to pull one more card on that just to clarify it. Until death do us part. Yeah, so you're trying to, instead of taking out loans, getting in debt, maybe credit card debt, it's telling you to form more structure, more of a foundation. I'm not saying you have a spending problem, because I really do think that it would have come out differently if you did, but it's saying to sort of buckle down and think of your future and be careful of your spending habits. That's very Saturn energy. Health and well-being. Health and well-being. Health and well-being for Pisces. 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 And here's another commitment thing. You might have a commitment. You might have a standing commitment with, this might involve children, honestly. So, for some of you may have children with this person. Some of you may have been married to this person, therefore that you have a contract that's legally binding. You're searching for something with more structure. Others of you are looking for that commitment. You're looking for that commitment and that structure, that solid foundation, and this situation is destined to fall apart. It's not a solid structure for you. You deserve a solid structure. You have it waiting in your future as a possible future. You have the egg and you have the fool, and you are absolutely able to choose that. You're able to choose something that's fertile, that will grow. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have healing your inner child. Now, being that something childlike came out twice, you could definitely probably use some healing. You know, like the tarot said, you need a time of healing. But for some of you, you definitely have children involved in this situation, and I could understand why you would want to give this another chance, right? Why you would want to entertain this. But if you do, it's very clear that you need to, if you choose to do this, remember this. Don't let this be that. Definitely protect yourself. Protect your heart. You know, Pisces people have very, very big hearts. They're mush balls. They are. And I know that the Pisces side of me, I protect it with my Aquarian energy, with my Leo energy, and with my Taurus energy. I protect the Pisces energy in me, because the Pisces part of me, I'm not going to say is weak, but you know, it's soft. And that soft part of me, really, the only people that deserve that part of me are people that have earned the right to it, that have proven themselves to me. I've gotten caught in too many situations where, you know, I've just been this, right? So I wish you so much luck. If you wouldn't mind liking the video and maybe subscribing, that would be wonderful, because I'm trying desperately to get on the algorithm here in YouTube. So if you click all, that would be nice, because we're going to be doing pick a cards, mediumship, and all kinds of wonderful things that you'll only get notifications about if you click all. I wish you love. Thank you, Pisces.